Hi everybody. Sorry you can't see my face, but I have a new setup because my phone still isn't right. And so I had to buy something to hold my iPad, and it's not the easiest thing to use. So I can't move the camera around. There we are. Oops. There's an echo in here. Okay, so my name is Wendy Keys Turnbull, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today, happy 4th of July, everybody. Today we're going to be working on a pinwheel card, and I got this from Nancy Burt Priest, who's a local demonstrator. I'm on a group on Facebook, and she posted this today, and I asked permission to case it. She cased it from somebody else. I didn't catch the name of who she cased it from, but she says she's seen it done by lots of other people anyhow, so I guess it doesn't matter so much. I just wanted to mention Nancy. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I haven't put the card together yet, but this is a pinwheel card. And this is what we're going to do. Very appropriate for 4th of July. So I have my 8.5 by 5.5 inch card base, creased, scored at 4 1/4. And then I decided to use this paper, the stargazing paper, because I thought it would be kind of neat for the background. So we're going to go ahead and put that on here. Whoops. Hello, whoever is watching. Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Like clockwork, Sherry. Neat. All right. I am also standing today instead of sitting, so we won't hear the noisy chair moving around. I had to kick my kitty out. So this is the stargazing paper, and we're going to go ahead and put that. Oh, this is Poppy Parade, by the way, that I'm using for the card base. Then we're going to use, so this one is, let me get my sheet here. The stargazing paper is 4 by 5 1/4, and then I have a basic white rectangle that's 3 3/4 by 5. And we're going to go ahead and put that one on here. I think I got off the edge a little bit there. Hi, Julie. Oops. All right. Oh, of course I ran out of tape. Let me grab my just regular Stampin' Seal. I don't like it as much as I like the Stampin' Seal Plus, but it's loaded and ready to go, so we'll do that. All right, so that one's going to go centered on top of our stargazing DSP. Then I have, this is a 3 inch by 3 inch square. We're going to go ahead and put that up towards the top of the card. Center it right here, pretty much. Okay, and then I have a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 of the stargazing, same DSP as I used for the matte behind the white, the basic white. And we're going to center that over our 3 by 3 Poppy Parade. So I'm going to do another one of these cards and show you how I did these. Oh, shoot. You know what? I just realized I forgot to mark. I forgot to do something, and it's too late now. So let me just measure here and make myself some little marks. Pencil. All right, so I'm going to get more in the center here. We're going to mark at, so 3/4 to 3/4, 1 to 1. This is the way I figure this out. Okay, right there. So I need 1 3/8. And 1 3/8 here. 3/8 here. Okay. See if I can see that. Yep, I didn't quite get, so it's like right there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take these, and I'm going to show you how to fold these when I do the next card. But so what Nancy used was, she used Designer Series paper. She used the gingham paper, but I wanted something that would resemble fireworks. So what I did was I took Poppy Parade ink and Wild Wheat ink and the spiral die, the background die, and I inked one side with the Poppy Parade and on all 4 of my triangles, and then I inked the other side with the wild wheat, and then I folded this way. And I will show you how to do that in a minute. So let me just put these on here. So this one's going to go here. We're going to need a little bit of glue, not too much. It might have been too much. I'm going to put it right there where it's going to meet in the middle. All right. Then we're going to take the next one and we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to put a little bit of glue on it. And we're going to put it down here, have it meet right at the same spot. I'm going to take the other one, same thing. I'm going to put it right here. And the final one, we're going to put up at the top here. So there's our pinwheel. Kind of looks like fireworks in the sky. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, from Zany Zoo, I'm going to use Something Great to Celebrate. Something great to celebrate you. And then I can put happy birthday on the inside, or congratulations, or anything like that. And I want to do this in, I think I'm going to do it in the Poppy Parade. I think, actually, you know what? No, I think I'm going to do it in Night of Navy, because there's some of that in the background. So, put that on here, right about here. There we go. So all I have left to do for this is put something on the inside, or put a piece of white on the inside. Hi, Judy. Hi, Polly. All right, Judy, you need to let me know if you're going to come next weekend, this coming weekend. I hope you are. Okay, so that is the first card. And that one I already had prepped and ready to go. So now I'm going to show you how I prepped everything here. Let me just get this stuff completely out of the way. Okay. So for this card, I am using, let me put that up there out of the way, wild wheat for my background, for my card base. And this is the in color, 22, 24, 23, 25 in color. This is the wild wheat, obviously. And I am going to cut 2-inch by 2-inch squares, 2 of them. So let me get that up here. Oops, so I got some paper on there. Okay, so 2-inch by 2-inch. I need 2 of them. Oops. And then, oh, I've got 3 of them, obviously. Then I'm going to put them together, and I am going to put them point to point, diagonally. I find it's easiest to just slide this right down in here, in between the spots. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to close it. They look centered. Cut them in half. Okay, so now I have 4 triangles. All right, so the card I did here, I laid these flat, but Nancy also did another part where they weren't quite so flat. So I am going to use these. Let me see, is this going to work? Yes, it is. Okay, so take your triangles like this so that your long side is facing away from you, so that you've got the squared side on all of them. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do, I think I want to do that. Yep, okay. And then you take 1 drop of glue and you put it right here, just a little bit. And you really don't want to have a gluey mess, so just put a little bit here, a bit here. Judy, I think that might be next month, but I'm not positive. I'll have to look again. I just read that the other day. Okay, so I don't want to flatten this. I want to leave that up a little bit, like a regular pinwheel would be. So you're going to hold it for a couple of seconds until your glue sticks, but you're going to leave this puffed up. And you want that to be pretty even there. All right, next one. And we're going to hold it. There's a little bit more glue. Hold that for a second till it sticks. Nope, doesn't want to stick. Wants to stick to my fingers. Okay. There we go. Next one. Hold it for a second. Hi, Deb. All right, and last one. Deb, I just realized that I don't think we're Facebook friends because I keep trying to tag you on things and I can't find you when I type your name. So I'm going to send a Facebook friend request. Hi, Vicki. I'm going to send a Facebook friend request to you when I'm done here. I did not glue where it was supposed to. Okay, there we go. All right, so we'll set those aside, let them dry for a couple of minutes, and let's get this assembled. So I chose to put Night of Navy as my mat. I'm going to go ahead and glue these. Sorry, I've been working off the edge here, haven't I? All right. All right. There's that one. Then we have a basic white. And so this one is 5 1/4 by 4. This one is 3 3/4 by 5. You get the idea. Each one is a 1/4 inch smaller all the way around, or 1/8 of an inch all the way around, 1/4 inch smaller. Okay, then for my square, I'm going to use a 3 inch by 3 inch wild wheat. Yes, I had to make sure that was what it was called. All right, I'm going to put that up here. Oops, how dare you just pop open like that? Okay, sounds good. Okay, and then a Night of Navy square. Centered on top of our wild wheat square. Oops, shoot, I forgot again. Okay, hang on, gang. Since this is, I am going to get my hands all yucky, but so the best thing to do to make sure you get your pinwheel branches in the right place is to fold this both ways, because that's going to give you lines to line up with, and it's not going to show when you're all done. Okay, there we go. So I've got my lines, my folds, and let's put this back down on our glue here, get it into place. There we go. And I'll try to get the glue off my hands before I try to do anything else. Okay. So we've got our little pinwheel pieces. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom squarish part. And we're going to line it right up with these two lines, like so. Now for this, and Nancy had a great idea. Rather than squish it, and we don't want it to be squished, use the flat end of your take your pick tool and just rub it on in there. There we go. And then you can put that down there. Go on to the next one. Oh, and I did forget to do one thing on the other card that I'll do on both cards at the same time. Okay, and we're going to put this one right up here, lining it right up with the last one, and lining it right up with the fold lines. Okay, this actually works really well to get it to sit. Okay, and then this one. How's the sound, guys? Can you hear me just fine? It's not cutting out, I hope. I made Doug get off the computer, and he went upstairs and turned his other computer off for me, and we both turned our, or at least I turned my cell phone off. So would it interfere, use up the bandwidth or something? All right, so now that one's down. Make sure it stays down. And come on, you're not empty yet. Okay, and that one goes right there. Isn't this neat? I just think this is the neatest thing. When I saw this, I was like, oh, I've got to do that. What a perfect thing for 4th of July. It's not quite there. There we go. It's a little bit off there, but I think it's okay. Okay, so the other piece that I forgot to do was to put a little something in the middle. Let me see what I've got over here. Let's see. I got a bunch of different things over here that I could use. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use, I think I'll use a blue. These are the 2325 in color dots. And I'm going to go ahead and use, I'm going to use a medium one. And I know that's off screen. Sorry about that, but all I'm doing is pulling a, oops. Oh, I wanted blue. Silly me. Say one thing and pick up something else. Okay. So that's going to go right in the middle here. There we go. And for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use a rustic metallic. Actually, I'd like to use, they're all put in with my cards. I would like to use the bright gold one, but they're all put in with my cards. And actually, this kind of goes better with the wild wheat anyhow. I like the fact that wild wheat looks so much like a gold, so you can use it since we don't have gold ink anymore. It's nice to have something. There we go. Ta-da. Oops, I got to put something on there, don't I? Got to put a saying on there, a sentiment. Okay, and I do have one picked out for it. I picked my sentiments from, I just look through all of my cards, or all of my stamp sets until I find one that I think goes with the card I'm making. So they come from the strangest places. I will put those away when I'm done here. So I'm going to use, from Rhino Ready, I'm going to use It's a Great Day. That's all I'm going to put on here. And then I can use whatever I want on the inside of the card to make it whatever kind of card I want it to be. So that's why I thought I'd choose that one. Oops. Okay. It's a great day. And I'm going to use the Night of Navy again. I could use wild wheat, but I think I really like the way the Night of Navy looks on that nice crisp white. It's a great day. Oops, got a little bit carried away there. Oh well, that's all right. I can put a bling there too. Maybe I will. Put a little tiny one there. Just a little tiny one to cover it up. Stuck to my finger. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so this is flat, completely flat. You'll see that they're all flattened down. Plus, this is using a cardstock as opposed to designer series paper, so it's stronger. It's better to be folded flat. And then this is with it up like a real true pinwheel. Oh, I'm sorry. I am like out of the screen. There you go. And there you go. So standing up, I can see what I'm doing on there. Oh, good. Good, thanks. All right, so those are all I have for you today. I just thought I'd get on and do something quick. Wow, 20 minutes, that is really quick, but that's because I already had this one prepped for you. All I had to do was put it together. So thank you so much for watching me. I hope you've had a great 4th of July and you get to see some fireworks tonight, or you saw them last night or whatever. And I will be back next Tuesday. Let's see, is there anything I needed to tell you? I don't think there is. So I will see some of you this weekend, and I will see the rest of you next Tuesday, hopefully. Have a wonderful week. Happy stamping. Bye-bye. Oh, I gotta do it over here. There. Bye-bye.